students. Now today we will discuss on applications of CRO. CRO can be used for many applications. One of the main reason that it is used in laboratories for measurement of voltages. AC as well as DC voltages can be measured using this CRO. It can be used for component testing. It can be used for frequency measurement. It can be used for phase measurement. It can be used for current measurement. Then it is mainly used in troubleshooting in VCR, TVs, or many video application applied where the video signals are applied. Those instruments can be used the CRO for troubleshooting. Then it can be used for duty cycle measurement, then phase measurement, and it can be mainly used for study and analysis of different electrical signals. In our scope of syllabus, we have to discuss about only the AC/DC voltage measurement, frequency measurement, and phase measurement only. First of all, let us see how DC voltage can be measured. From the figure you can see that when the CRO screen is turned on, at that time you can observe a x-axis line on horizontal line on the CRT screen. When the DC voltage is applied there, the DC line shown on the CRT screen moves upward or either downward direction. If the voltage is positive, that line will move upward, and by knowing the number of divisions on y-axis, the scale is given on the screen, we can measure the number of divisions on y-axis, and then the volt per division switch or knob, it is on the CRO's front panel. We can take the reading of that. So the peak voltage from 0 x-axis to the DC line, that y deflection, that is called the amplitude, and that is nothing but the voltage, DC voltage. It can be calculated like number of divisions on y-axis multiplied by volt per division reading. So this is how we can measure the DC voltage. In the same manner, AC voltage can be measured. From the figure you can see that if the sinusoidal wave is to be observed on the CRO screen, we have to align that wave to the x-axis. The negative peak of sinusoidal wave, it is aligned with the x-axis, and the positive peak, it is taken on the y-axis. So highest peak of the sinusoidal wave, it should match on the y-axis. So here also same thing. So here peak to peak voltage from x-axis to y deflection, that can be calculated here, and the formula is same, number of divisions on y-axis multiplied by volt per division. So now we are getting the voltage as a peak to peak voltage. So if you divide it by 2, we can have the maximum peak voltage. Third thing, for frequency measurement we use two methods. One is called as direct method and another is called as Lissajous figure method. First of all, we will discuss about direct method. In direct method, the signal which is whose frequency is to be measured, it is applied on the CRO screen. You can see the sinusoidal wave is shown here. Now we have to use the time axis, that is x-axis here. So for completion of whole cycle, the number of divisions are taken, then that is multiplied by time per division. Now for frequency calculation or for time calculation or time measurement, we have to use the knob which is called as time per division. It is present on the CRT screen, CRO's front panel. So by multiplying these two factors, we can calculate the time for completion of one cycle. So if you take the inverse of it, we can calculate the frequency. So this was the direct method. Second method is the Lissajous method. In Lissajous method, we have to apply Y signal as well as X signal also. So Y signal, it is connected to the unknown signal whose frequency is to be calculated or measured, and a known signal from the function generator is applied to X input, that is horizontal signal as a horizontal signal. On the CRT screen, we can observe some Lissajous patterns. See, the circle is shown here. Now we can calculate the frequency like using this formula. fy divided by f of x equal to number of loops cut by horizontal lines and number of loops cut by vertical lines. Now f of x is the known signal whose frequency is known to us because from the function generator, and f of y it is unknown. So number of loops cut by horizontal lines, that is the, see the whole circle, two circles, all the horizontal lines are cut by the y-axis. So horizontal lines, these are the number of loops, and vertical lines on the x-axis you can see the lines that divisions can be measured. So by using this formula, unknown signal frequency can be calculated. Now the third thing we can measure is the phase measurement. Here also we use the indirect method for phase measurement. A phase is directly given, and then after that the unknown signal it is applied to the x-axis and y-axis. So two signals, one signal to y input and another signal to x input, these phases are actually compared. So by knowing that value we can have phase measurement. You can see on the screen that phase is the time relation between two alternating quantities. CRO can be used for phase angle measurement between two signals. For this, internal time phase generator is kept off, and two signals whose phase difference is to be measured are applied to y and x input simultaneously. If the frequency of both signals is same, CRO displays an ellipse-like Lissajous pattern. It is shown on the CRT screen, on your screen. For such pattern, the phase difference between can be calculated by phase difference equal to sine inverse of A by B. Now see, what is A? A is the shortest distance, and that is cut by vertical line, vertical axis, and Y is the longest distance, it is cut by vertical line. So in this way we can have phase measurement. See the diagram, you can see this type of Lissajous standard patterns are observed, then we can directly say that the phase difference are like this. So in this way we can measure the phase measurement. CR also used to analyze the different electrical signal. When any unknown electrical signal is applied at the Y input of CRO, it is displayed on the screen. From that display, the nature of unknown signal can be known. Further, the amplitude, frequency, etc. can be measured for the analysis. CRO can be used for current measurement too. CRO is basically voltage indicating the device. So that is deflection of spot of is electrostatic. So current can't be directly measured using CRO. So to measure the current, it is made to pass through a known value of resistor, and the voltage across that resistor is actually measured. So by using Ohm's law, we can calculate current too. So these are the applications of CRO described here. Thank you.